Hello and welcome. In this demonstration, I want to provide a solution to a quick little program that will use the size of operator to tell us how big our memory is for certain data types. Let's bring up code blocks. And we're going to do very familiar steps here with creating a project. And we're going to get a meaningful name. Let's call this project size of example. So let's see, size of example. And I selected the wrong thing. Let's go back. Thought something was a little strange there. Okay, and this is going to be pretty easy, really. It's just going to be using printf statements to display certain data types. So I'm just going to not even create any variables. I'm just going to print out some data. So here I'm going to say variables of type char occupy %. And I was going to use a certain data type. I think it was ZF, but let's try using ZD. This is a nice format specifier. It was added in C99, I believe. ZD, and then all we have to do is use size of, and again, it looks like a function, but it's not, and then say char for character. And then I'm just going to copy this and paste it, because I'm going to do similar things. I'm going to not do a char, but I'm going to do short on the second one. I'm going to do an int. And a long, double, or let's do a float, double, let's try long double. And then all we have to do is modify the size of parameters to take the corresponding types. We'll be using this as well when we talk about memory and pointers. But this helps just to understand different data types. And you'll see that you can actually pass in space, long, size of. That's probably why it's not a function, because you can't have spaces in function parameters. But remember, the size of also takes, it can take variables, expressions, all sorts of things. And when it does that, it actually determines the size of at runtime as opposed to compile time. And long double. Let's save that. Build. No errors. You might not understand. It looks like it doesn't understand the Z format. I think it's because it might not be in. So instead, let's change these to %use. For unsigned. All right, now let's build. All right, now we have no warnings. Typically when you're build, you don't want to have any warnings as well. Warnings in the compiler are exactly what they say they're warnings, so you'll still compile successfully, but a warning usually indicates a problem. So you want to clean up your warnings. And so I had a warning saying that a format specifier wasn't allowed, %Z. So I changed it, and now I have no warnings. Try to clean up your warnings as much as possible, because they can. The reason there are warnings is because they can cause problems. And one thing I did forget here that I just noticed is it's formatted incorrectly because I didn't add my escape character for line feeds. So it makes it very difficult to read. Let's add our \n after our %u. All right. Now this looks a little bit easier to read. Okay, so now it says variables of type char occupy 1. And I probably should have put bytes after this. The format's not good. Variables of type short occupy 2 bytes. int 4 bytes, long 4 bytes, long, long 8 bytes, float 4 bytes, double 8 bytes, long, double 12. It's pretty neat. You run this on many different platforms and you'll see those things change. So an easy program to write, but again, demonstrating some neat concepts. So you can go ahead, you can download this. If you have any trouble, try running it on different platforms. But this is all I wanted to demonstrate, just a little show of the different data type sizes. So on to the next section. Thank you.